Hello, my name is Daniel Henry, and right now I'm going to show you how to use view filters and notifications in Grindstone. If you haven't already watched our video on how to use views, properties, and quick entry in Grindstone, I suggest you look at that first. The quick view feature we've used a few times up until now is a convenient way to drill down into your time tracking data, but it's limited to the associations between work items, time slices, property list values, etc. You may have noticed that Grindstone created a few other views for you out of the box that are doing something different, such as showing you all the time slices you've logged today, or this week, or this month. Let's learn about how view filters work so we can make some next level views of our own. Let's start by clicking the Create New View button, and then selecting Of Time Slices. This is the view editor. To begin creating filters, click the Add Filter button on the right side of the window. Each filter begins with two drop-down boxes. The first one is the characteristic you want the view to consider while filtering. Click this drop-down and you'll see there are many options open to you. They are listed in alphabetical order. As a first simple example, we're going to create a view that shows us all the time slices we logged yesterday. We could choose End and specify yesterday's date, but that wouldn't quite be what we wanted, since once it is tomorrow, today will be the new yesterday. What we need is for Grindstone to think about time slices in relation to the current date. That's what the calendar characteristics are for. So let's pick calendar days since end. The second drop-down box for a filter is how the characteristic is going to be considered. Since calendar days since end is a number, we have a list of available arithmetic tests. I think we should say that calendar days since end should be equal to 1. 0 would mean today. A negative number would mean time slices logged in the future. Yeah, 1 sounds about right. Now let's name this view Yesterday, and then click the OK button. Nice. That was exactly what we wanted. Let's return to the view editor so we can learn more about filters. You can just double-click on a view to get there quickly. There are 3 buttons on the right of each filter. The first one negates the filter. This means that it looks for the opposite of what the filter specifies. So let's see what that would look like by clicking it, and then renaming this view to match its settings, which would sound something like all time but yesterday? This second button on the right side of the filter only applies to text, so we'll need a text-based characteristic to use it. Let's add a new filter and then select Work Item. This characteristic is the name of the work item associated with a time slice. Let's have a little fun and say that it has to start with the letter C. Oh no, all our time slices have disappeared. We have work items that start with capital C, but not lowercase c. The second button on the right side of the filter will tell Grindstone that whether the text is uppercase or lowercase doesn't matter. The third and final button at the end of the filter allows you to remove it. You might have spotted a potential issue here. Sometimes things get renamed. We don't want our filters to break if that happens. That's why, for each data association, Grindstone also provides characteristics marked with Select. This means the filter is thinking about an actual entry in the database, as opposed to its name. Let's add a new filter using Work Item Select, and pick a work item we want this view to be about. This is good. It means that if this work item gets renamed in the future, the filter will keep up with the change. But we have a new problem now. We were using starts with C because we wanted to get time slices for a range of work items, not just one. For that, we can change equal to is element in. Now the filter is offering us a list to which we may add as many work items as we want. If we just add a few, like so, now the filter is thinking, show a time slice if it belongs to one of the work items in this list. The effort that goes into creating a specialized set of filters doesn't just pay off for the present, it also pays dividends in the future. Just below the name of the view, there is a checkbox that reads, Notify me when something is added to this view. If you check it, you're telling Grindstone that if anything ever matches these filters, it is important and requires your attention. You may have noticed Grindstone created a few views that were grayed out on the bottom of your view list. Go ahead and double-click on My Estimates Near. This view is designed to warn you when you're approaching your estimate for a work item, but you haven't exceeded it yet and you haven't marked it complete. If you set an estimate for a work item and track time against it, this view will cause Grindstone to get your attention when you go between 80% and 100% of that estimate. Filters can be a little tough to wrap your head around, but they are one of the most powerful features in Grindstone. Combined with notifications, they are the very definition of working smarter, not harder. Teach Grindstone what matters to you about your work, what to look out for, and it will remain vigilant on your behalf, requesting your attention only when necessary so that you can complete your current task with the proficiency that comes from having full focus.